Hi guys, today we're doing part 2 of plumbing safety tips. Show you a few things that I didn't show you in the last video, so stick around and we'll get the show right started. Welcome to Tailgate Tuesday edition of Plumbing with Tim. Like and subscribe. Okay, so today I'm putting out another video. This is a follow-up video that I did about 3 to 4 months ago on plumbing safety tips. And the reason why I'm doing that is because in the first video I shot on safety tips, it was kind of just generalized information, and after thinking about it over a few months, I noticed that I left out some of the real important essentials. So I hope you stick around because I got some good info for you. So today we're going to start by recapping some of those basic items that I talked to you about in my first plumbing safety tip video. And we're going to start with like these little basic disposable gloves that you can pick up at Harbor Freight for about $7 or $8. It's supposed to be what, 100 of them in here, and usually generally it'll last you a couple weeks or so, as well as a good pair of heavy-duty leather gloves when you're doing drain cleaning. Don't forget about your dust mask. Always want to wear those when you're cutting things so you don't breathe all that garbage in. Don't forget about a really good pair of safety glasses. Once they start getting scratched up and stuff like that, throw them away and buy a new pair. It's not worth it. You want to be able to see what you're doing, as well as some sort of ear protection. So now we've covered those basics that we pretty much did on that first plumbing safety tip video. Let's dive into some of the more in-depth things that you need to watch out for. As you all saw during the opening little snippet that I had in this video, I was cutting a piece of cast iron with an angle grinder. All right, and if you saw real closely towards the end of the beginning video, it started catching and jumping back on me. Well, here's what I have to say about that. Without any doubt in my head, anytime you are operating anything that's got to do with cutting, such as an angle grinder, a Sawzall, a razor knife, make sure you always have those tools sharp. You start working with these tools and they become dull, they become a hazard, and they can jump off on you, or they can skip or do something, and it's going to cause some injury and damage, and that's stuff that's going to put you out of the game. Your razor knife. Look, get yourself a little packet. What are these, like $3 for 10 of them? Once a week, replace them. Put a new blade on there. You're going to thank me for that. When you're in plumbing, you're always going to have a Sawzall. Make sure on a regular basis to get yourself new blades on here. Don't skimp out and try to work with some old crap, because that stuff isn't going to work. It's going to jump back on you. Next thing you know, you're going to be out of work with an injury. Alright, so with your angle grinder, usually I use this with the diamond tip blade because that's what I can achieve my best cut with when I'm doing cast iron. Don't cheap out. Get yourself a new blade at least once a month on these things. And the reason why is because this tool is necessary for me to have, but it's no joke. This thing right here can cut an arm off or do whatever, and it doesn't have an instant shut off to it. Once you turn the thing off, it has to wind itself down, almost like a train. You can't just stop a train. You can't just stop one of these things. So make sure you have a proper blade on this thing that is sharp, and give yourself plenty of room, okay? And especially when you're using this, that's what I was talking about, using your ear protection, eye protection, dust masks, gloves, all that stuff. Now, not everybody can always avoid an accident. Accidents, that's why they're called accidents. They happen. But if you arm yourself with the proper safety measures, your chances of walking away to talk another day go up. Hey, what if I'm soldering something, remember, 600 degrees, and accidentally I catch something on fire? What am I going to do? Oh God, the house is on fire. Get a bucket of water. Bucket of water. See that? Always have water on hand or some way to suppress a fire, because seconds matter. One of my most important safety practices that I have is a concealed carry permit. I am a service plumber that works by myself a lot, and I find myself in shady neighborhoods on a regular basis. So you're darn right I carry. I'd rather have it, not need it, than to need it and not have it. Alright, so the last tip I got to hand to you guys is probably one of the most important safety tips to any plumber that is out there. It's you. Yeah, you, the person looking back at me, you, taking care of yourself. I'm not here as a nutritionalist or all these other things, but I can tell you over years and years and years of doing this, what has worked for me. Taking care of yourself, such as trying to eat properly. Don't eat a bunch of crap. Don't eat from the time you get up in the morning until the time you go to bed. All right? Watch what you eat during the day. That way you can keep yourself active. You know, carbs are the enemy and stuff. Instead of stopping and going to Burger King for lunch or, you know, buying other garbage, bring yourself some hard-boiled eggs or maybe, you know, a can of nuts or something like that. Instead of drinking a bunch of soda, try drinking water, maybe some sports drink like a Powerade or something like that. Also, on top of that, you have to get plenty of rest, all right? And who am I to be telling anybody, all right? If you're working a job like I do, and I work 10 to 12 hours a day every single day throughout the week, I need enough rest. So I got to find myself going to bed at a decent hour by like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Boo-hoo-hoo, party pooper. No, it keeps me in the game. And on top of that, another really big important tip is hey, all of us like to sit and have a beer or two now and then, or do this or that. Don't stay up all night getting shit-faced, all right? And that way you're waking up out of bed and rubbing your eyes. Now you're hungover. Now, how are you going to perform at your job hungover? First of all, your motoring skills are out the window. You smell like booze to the customer. And on top of that, anything else without saying, doing drugs and all these other things, they're going to end up putting you out of the game, all right? Because you're not going to be able to use your brain the way that you're supposed to. Accidents are going to start happening. And next thing you know, you're out of the game. You're without a job. And the bills keep piling up. And the wife is screaming and yelling and everything. It all mixes together as a bad cocktail for success. So just pay attention to what I'm telling you and you'll thank me. So there you guys have it. I hope this video has helped you out one way or another. Hey, I got them all day long. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I answer to all my comments. If you have anything that you can think of that I might have left out, I'd love to hear about them down in the comments below. Listen, when it comes to safety and plumbing, it's no joke. I just wanted to take a few minutes and share with you some of the things that have helped me stay in the game when it comes to being a plumber on a regular basis. So, until next time, this has been Tailgate Tuesday edition of Plumbing with Tim. Keep plumbing.